Very good morning, friends. Let us go to the next point from paper number 1. You may say, in the last lecture, let us recall the last point from the last lecture. In the last lecture, we have learned the definition of set. Okay, and we said that set is a collection of well-defined objects. No, set is a collection of well-defined objects. And the example which we have learned, it is nothing but a strong peoples or good peoples. The word strong or good, okay, or bad, okay, these type of words do not explain to you the exact status or exact condition, exact things as far as that group is concerned, and therefore such type of words, if we include it in some collection, that collection will not work as a set. Okay, this thing in the last lecture we have learned one. Now, as already I have known that there are several definitions of sets given by several mathematicians, but only one definition given by a mathematician, and that mathematician is nothing but what is G. Okay, Cantor. This is the inventor of set. Okay, and therefore sometimes set is known as Cantor set. Okay, now let us go for the next point after this one. That what do you mean by a subset? Okay, let us go for the definition of subset. Okay. Suppose A and B are two sets. Okay, A and B are two sets. We say that set A is a subset of set B is a subset of set B if all the members of a set A are also the members of a set okay, B. Okay. We said that set A is a subset of set B if all the members of a set A, all the members, keep in mind, all the members of a set A are also the members of a set B. Okay. Then what we say, A is a subset of B. Okay, we can write, this can be written as, how to write this one? Written as or denoted as A is a subset of B. Okay, this is what we have in notation to denote subset. A is a subset of B. Okay. Now let us go for the example of this one. Okay. Say A is equal to 1. Okay. then 3, 5, okay, 7, 9, and say B, okay, comma, let me write B here. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then what you will find that the here 1 is in A, 1 is in B, 3 is in A, 3 also in B, 5 is in A, 5 is also in B, 7 is in A, 7 is also in B, 9 is in A, and 9 also in what? B. Therefore, okay, therefore here A is a subset of B. Okay, this is what we have the example of what? Subset. But if you look at reverse case, the question here itself, is B a subset of what? A. If you ask another question or reverse way the question, is B a subset of A? Then the answer for this one is no. Okay. Here, what is the answer? Yeah. Answer for this one is no. Why? Because if I am considering, see, this is what you have 2. If I am considering this as an element, therefore, if you want to consider B subset of A, then all the elements, how many elements are there in B? There are 10 elements in B, and there are what? Yeah, 5 elements in A. Therefore, here 10 elements, all the 10 elements should be in A, then and only then B is called as a subset of A. But as if you consider only numberly, then B consists of 10 elements and A consists of only 5 elements. And therefore, some of the elements, I mean, there are certain elements. How many elements are there? 5 elements. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. These are the 5 elements which are not in the set A, and hence B will not work as a subset of A. Now, not only more than one, if you have at least one element or just one element which is in B but it is not in A, still B will not work as a subset of A. Okay, therefore, because if you take 2 belong to A, 2 belong to B, but okay, 2 does not belong to what? A. Okay. Another one you can have here, 4 belong to what? B, but 4 does not belong to A. Okay, so and so forth. You can have here for what? 6, 8, and 10. And hence, this only if you write, why no? Because 2 belong to B, but 2 does not belong to A. Or if you don't want to write to this one, you can write this one. Or if you don't want to write this one, you can write for 6. You can write for 8. You can write for 10. Here in this way, we can say or we can check that whether B is a subset of A. Now, another question, another thing is that here, example, let us have, this is what you have a first example, then second example here, yeah, this is a subset of A. Now, let me tell you another thing, that A is a subset of B. General notation is this one, but there are again 2 types. One is proper subset and improper subset. Okay, one is proper subset, another is what? Improper subset. Okay, therefore, to go for it one, let me write here A is equal to, for example, A is what? Say this is what? GOD. Okay, this is one set, and another set, say B is what? D, O, and Z. Okay, this is another set, right? This is a set of alphabet. This is also a set of alphabet. Okay. Now, what we have here, if you look at these 2 sets, and if you try to what? Apply this definition here, then you will find that, what you will find? Yeah, Z is in A, Z is in B. O is in A, O is in B. D is in A, D is also in what? B. Therefore, what we write here, A is a subset of what? B. Okay. This is there. And what? And what again? B. If you consider B, then D is in what? B. D is also in A. O is in B. O is also in A. Z is in B. Z is also in what? A. And therefore, again we can have B is a subset of what? A. Right? Now this is a particular example where you can have here A is a set which is subset of B. Again, B is a subset of A. If such a situation is there, if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then what happens? This implies that A is equal to B. And this terminology, this thing you have learned in what? 11th and 12th standard, even. Okay. Where we say that two sets are equal. Two sets are equal if what? A is containing B and B is containing A. Not only this one, if A and B are equal, then this is what? Implied by what? If A is equal to B, then A is containing B and B is containing A. And therefore, whenever such a situation is there, A is containing B and B is containing A, then if and only if A is equal to B, or A is equal to B if and only if A is containing B and B is containing A. That's what we have, one of the property of what? Equality of set, most important property. Whenever you want to show that two sets are equal, then you need to show that what? A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. Okay. And now that is why, yeah, A is a subset, B is also a subset, but and again, number of elements in A is equal to number of elements in B. Okay. Number of elements in A is equal to number of elements in B, or members of A and members of B are same, and that is why equality sign is here, right? Equal. Okay. Contain equal to. Okay. A is contained in B and equal to B. B is contained in A and equal to B. And therefore, as far as what? Equality of two sets is concerned, you need to what? Go for what? Quality. What? Quality and quantity. Right? These two words you need to consider as far as what? Equality of two sets are concerned. Here, what is the quantity? As far as quantity of these A and B is concerned, or if you look at the quantity of A and B, it means that there are three elements. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, in A, again there are three elements in B. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, it states me the quantity. Okay, I mean number of elements in any set, that gives you a quantity of that one. Okay, or in other words, in mathematical sense, quantity is nothing but it is what? Number of elements. Okay, and this number of elements in mathematics, it is known as what? Cardinality of a set, right? Therefore, cardinality of set A is nothing but what? 3. Cardinality of set B is nothing but what? 3. Okay, and what can I say about quality? Quality is nothing but the here Z, here is also Z. Therefore, quality of these two elements is same. Then what? O. Quality of these two is same. D. Quality is what? Yeah, same. Here, this Z is alphabet, O is alphabet, D is alphabet, D is alphabet. Even though they are at a different situation, okay, their places are different. Z is first, G is last. D is last, D is first. And O is at what? Middle one. Even you can change the positions of what? Any element here. Still, that is those sets A and B will remain same, and therefore quality is nothing but what? This one there. Or in other words, here let me give you another example. Yeah, 3 1. If A is what? 2 4 6 8, okay, and then B is equal to say what? 6 2 4, okay, 8. Still, what you are getting here also? Therefore, what? A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. This implies and implied by A is equal to B. Okay. What about the quality? Quality is nothing but what? All these 2, 4, 6, 8 are nothing but what? Even numbers. Okay, or even integers. Here also 2, 4, 6, 8 are even numbers or even integers. Okay, therefore positive even integers, of course. All are positive and all are even. That gives you a quality. Positive and even. It is nothing but a quality of what? This set A and this set B here, which we have mentioned. And quantity, as far as quantity of A and B is there, you have 4 elements, 1, 2, 3 and 4 elements. Here B is what? 1, 2, 3 and 4 elements. And therefore, whenever we can talk about what? Equality of two sets, you need to consider the quality of the elements and again quantity of what? The sets, or quantity of what? All those sets. And in mathematical sense, quantity is nothing but what? Cardinality of a set, or number of elements or number of members in the given set. Okay, this is what we have. Now let me come across to this one. This is A is contained in B, B is contained in A, and therefore A implies and implied by A is equal to B. If such a situation is there, then what you call, you can write here like this one. Right? What? A is a subset of B. Why? Because the number of elements, as far as quantity of this set and this set is concerned, okay, if you look at the quantity of this set, how many number of elements are there in this set? Only 5. And how many number of elements are there here in this set? There are 10. Therefore, 5 is less than, strictly less than. Okay? Strictly less than. 5 is strictly less than what? 10. And hence, A is contained in B. Or in other words, such a situation is known as what? Proper subset. Right? This is there. It is a proper subset. And if such a situation is there, such means what? This thing, then this is what you call it as, yeah, this or this one. This is what? Improper subset. Okay? Improper subset. Okay, this is what you always keep in mind. What do you mean by improper subset? And what do you mean by, yes, proper subset? Okay? As like what? Proper rational and improper rational. If you go for set, you can compare these sets, okay, with what? The two things, which one is proper subset and which one is what? Improper subset. Okay, proper subsets and improper subset. A is a proper subset of B here, but here A is a proper A is an improper subset of B, and B is also improper subset of A. And if, in other words, we can have the another clue for what? Equality of two sets. Another idea for equality of two sets. When two sets are equal, we can say that two sets are equal if and only if, okay, one is an improper subset of other and other is the improper subset of first, and first is the improper subset of second, and second also improper subset of first. Then and only then those two sets are equal. Okay, this is about what you have. Subset, definition of subset, then definition of proper subset, definition of what? Improper subset, then what do you mean by cardinality of a set? I mean number of elements, and what are the meanings of the word quality and quantity as far as what the sets are concerned. Okay, if you want to consider the sets, then what do you mean by quality and what do you mean by quantity? Okay, this is what about the subsets? Okay, I mean in other words, if you go to your what kitchen, every house or every home has a kitchen. Okay, then what you have, small pot, take a one small pot and another pot. Okay, then what you call it as, say suppose example, okay, this is what you have, this is say big one, big pot is there, okay, for example, okay, and if I have another pot which is what to be put here in this way, then what can you say here, this one, yeah, this is what inner one, okay, and this is what, let me draw the figure like this one, okay, this one, okay, then this is what, outer one, okay, therefore let me, A is what, call this as A, and call this as what, B. Then such a situation is that A, here what A is proper, is a proper subset of B. Okay, this is what we call here. A is a proper subset of B. Okay, example is what? Collection of what? Collection of glass. Okay, you can able to see the collection of glass which are present in your house, and if you place those glasses in one another, then it gives me the what, properly contained in A is properly contained in B, B is properly contained in C, C is properly contained in D, D is properly contained in E, and so on and so forth. Okay, you will get the things like this one. And if I have such a situation, improper means what? What you can have. This is the case. Let me draw here itself. If I have, this is what, one of the part, okay, which is here, and another part which is somehow like this one, okay, here, okay. Therefore, what happened here now? This is what, the top of this part and this part are one and the same. Okay, same. They are same, right? And therefore, this is what you may say. This is the outer or inner, whatever may be. It is let us what you can have. Yeah, top. Okay, and this is that what, bottom. Okay, then this is nothing but, if I have here this as A and this as B, then what you can have? You can look at here. A is what, contained in B again, and what, B is what, contained in what, A, and hence, okay, therefore what you can have here, you can say that here what, A is equal to what, B. Okay, A is equal to B. This is what you can have the example which we can have in our what, day-to-day life. Okay, in other words, I can say this is another set, this is my first set, and this is my second set. Then if I place this one here, this one, then this set, left hand side, this set is properly contained here in this set. Okay, therefore this set, what we call it as a superset. This set is called as a superset, in other words. Therefore this is properly contained here in this set. Okay, and when we say that improper, if these are the two sets, okay, and if I join these two here, then this is one set which consists of 5 members. This is another set which consists of five members, and these 5 members are there. You can join these one, then you will get what? Yeah, this is what? One finger, it is what? Place here, joins here. This is another one, it joins here. This is another one, it joins here. This is another one, this joins here. Which is another one, this joins here. Okay, therefore what you get, this set and this set, they are placed here on one another, and they forms what? Equality. Therefore you can say that this and this one, it is one equal one, and hence these are improper subsets. These are improper subsets, whereas this is proper subset, or this is one proper subset. Okay, here in this way you can understood the definition of proper subset and improper subset. Well, now let me go for the sets which we have considered. Okay, and hence if you apply this definition of subsets to the sets which we have learned in the last lecture, which sets we have learned? We have learned what? N, set of natural number. Okay, then we have learned, let me go clearly, W. Then what you have learned, okay, I, or let me write it as what? Z, because we are going to use Z. Okay, then which thing we have learned? Q. Okay, and then after it one we have learned what we have learned? R. Okay, and lastly which we have learned, it is nothing but what? C. And then if you use the definition of subset, then you will find that N is a subset of, N is a subset of W. Okay, why improper? Because there are infinitely many numbers, natural numbers. There are infinitely many, whole numbers, and therefore improper. Again, what you can have? Improper. In general, you want to write it one. Okay, W is improper subset of Z. Z is improper subset R. Z is a subset of Q. Q is a subset of R, and R is a subset of what? C. This is what you can have the sequence. Okay. Now, instead of this one, you can have here N, right? N, Z, Q, okay, R, and C. This is what you can have whole number system, right? Development of number system. Okay, as we have gone, okay, on here, let me write on. Therefore, this is what you can have the relation between the sets. Which are the sets? These are the major sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sets are there: natural number, integers, rationals, reals, and complex. Okay, and each and every one is a subset of other one. N is a subset of Z. Z is a subset of Q. Q is a subset of R. R is a subset of C. And therefore, you get a sequence of sets. Okay, what is the sequence? Is a subset of. What is the relation? Relation between all these sets, okay, is nothing but one is a subset of, and therefore relation is a subset, okay, of. This is the relation. Okay, why I am writing here? Because after this one you need to go for what? Relation. First of all sets, then relations, and after that one we need to go for what? Functions. Therefore, this how this relation is formed. This is what you can have an example to get the idea. What do you mean by relation? Subset is a subset of relation between what or among all these 5 sets. Okay, and next part, that what you can have operations on sets, that we will see in the next lecture, and that you know what are the operations: union, intersection, complement, then symmetry, difference. Okay, and these are what the operations on sets that we will see in the next lecture.